everyone, this is Tim Malone, my Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. Wasn't going to do a video today because we did the stream yesterday, but I had something on my mind. He did it his way. Regrets, I've had a few, both on a gun, too few to mention. That's Mr. Joe Judge right now. Quickly, the honeymoon for some Giant fans has dissipated for Joe Judge. And let's be honest about it. There's some, I guess you would say there's some reasons for this to happen. I mean, the honeymoon period for a new head coach, especially one without experience, usually is fairly short. But this one seems to be exceptionally short for Joe Judge because you're basically losing the honeymoon after game 2 of your second season. Is it rightfully so that he's losing the support from some in Giants Nation? He's only 18 games into his tenure. Has he made some head-scratching decisions and timeout issues and throwing the from last year and throwing the flag and the always trying to draw them off sides on fourth down that only works in high school, and the discipline, and we're going to be punching them in the mouth for 60 minutes of football and all the running the laps and all the other crap? Yeah. I mean, and what sucks is there's going to be a 9-day period between our next game, I guess, starting from today. And I mean, we've already become a joke of a franchise this season, only because of the fact of what happened with the red flag and the blowout against Denver, and now this debacle in Washington. You can't blame Dexter Lawrence. If it's a penalty, it's a penalty, but you don't lose a game just on one play. This game was lost on multiple fronts. So it's, when your offense scores 30 and almost puts up 400 yards, when your offense scores 29 and almost puts up 400 yards and your defense gives up 30, I'm not blaming that. The blame for that falls strictly on the defense. But my concern is right now with Joe Judge, he seems to be losing certain players in the locker room. I mean, he talks about, Kadarius Toney is whining and crying that he's not being targeted. That he's been on the field for 19 of the first 69 offensive snaps last week. And it's interesting because of the fact that he's whining about not being on the field, but he hasn't been on the practice field. He didn't play in preseason. He's a first-round pick, but it's not like he was a juggernaut his entire career. It's not like Jerry Rice or someone such as that complaining that he's not playing. And then he goes out on social media and, and says what he says, basically, we're not going to get into that again. But then Joe Judge has his press conference and says, I talked to the young lad and all this, and, we've cleared things up. And then directly after the press conference, he's back on social media, this time attacking the New York press for getting wrong what he said via his own post, when all they did is reshare his post. And then he's got people in his own entourage saying, well, you got a sports car out here and you're not letting it loose. This kid is a 22-year-old rookie from Florida who had one good season during a COVID year, who's the nicest thing scouts could say about him with his route running is he was unique. That's not something you need, Joe. You don't need that. You don't need this kid talking. If you are such the disciplinarian and controller and everything that goes on in that locker room, you don't have this kid going out on social media and running his mouth. And the same thing with Kenny. Kenny's got a point. Kenny's not being targeted. Kenny was barely targeted in the fourth quarter. You paid this guy all this money to come in here and be your new Plexico Burris. Dogs are barking. Everything's going on in the house today. He's your new Plax. He's your new, Eli to Plax, Daniel Jones to Kenny combination. You don't throw him the ball. And he's got a right to run. He's got a right to yell, but he can't be yelling on the sideline as quarterback. Especially not in game 2 of the season. You can't. You got to get your sideline in order, Joe. You got to get your locker room in order. You got 2 guys who are on the offense running their mouths at the same time. One probably deservedly so. The other a rookie who should just shut up. Kadarius Toney, of course, yesterday won the first award of the Shut the F Up Award. That went directly to Kadarius. He's first rookie it was actually the inception of the award, and he's not only the first player to win, he's the first rookie to win it. Do something in the league and talk. I have more receiving yards in the NFL than Kadarius Toney does. I have 0. He has -2. I have more yardage. But you don't see me going on social media bashing the organization that put up with your shoe problems, your hamstring problems, being on the COVID protocol, not playing in preseason. If the Giants organization trusted him so much, he would be returning punts instead of peppers. And I want to do a video about this, but I'm not going to do a video today. What's going on with Peppers, man? Why is his role seem to be limited this year? I mean, is there a reason for this? I mean, I was trying to figure it out yesterday. Why he seems to be? I don't know if is he in the doghouse? Are they just not using him the way they should be using? I mean, I don't get it. If you think about it, he played and this is a percentage. He played 30 defensive snaps in Denver. 45% of the play, 45% of the plays. He played 57 defensive snaps last week, which is 80%. This is a guy that was playing 100% of the snaps. 100%. And he's got a combined 6 tackles. We have to take a look at that, but we'll do a deeper dive. And all I'm saying is fans, rightfully so, can get on Joe Judge. And I've said this a million times. You can't come in here and you can't come into New York and kind of be like, well, we're going to do it my way. We're going to do it this way. We're going to do it this way. And this is going to happen. We're going to do this. Because at the end of the day, if you don't win and you are this quasi-disciplinarian, you're going to lose the locker room and you're going to lose the fan base real quick. If we go 1-2, there's a potential we could drop the next 9 games because of the opponents that we're playing. Is it time to pull the plug on Joe Judge? No, of course not. You don't pull your plug on your head coach two games into a sophomore season. Is the chatter and conversation coming out of the locker room and the sidelines something to watch? Yes, that is something to watch. We're going to do a video, I think, tomorrow about why we miss Dexter Lawrence so much. And I think all the smart fans that watch this channel, and it's weird to call people fans. It's weird to call people fans. It's weird to call people subscribers. I'm just going to say all the smart people that watch this channel understand why we missed DT so much. But we're going to do a breakdown of why the collapse of the defensive line. And it's not only due to the fact that we're having issues holding the edge and getting any type of pass rush. Maybe we'll do that Sunday. I got them. This is Tim Online. Big Blue will bring you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could like and subscribe, ring the play notifications.